40 rapping is corny, how wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what about that?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Titan defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Mayfield now. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Baker going to give it to Irving. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bayshore Tootin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he returns this to the 22. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Across midfield. He's on his way. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Mayfield to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff running left, Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
Now Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
The Titans add 8-3 now. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Ward. The Cockrell holds it in left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Throwing is Ward. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
We don't see it missed too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Ward. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Alec Iomanner from 17 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. To the right side and intercepted. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of the defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Nifty move. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's Ward. That is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Ethan Evans in punt formation.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Mayfield.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 6 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. DK to return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Pollard will take it up the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
70 Timberwolves.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
70.
Ward off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
They go play action with Ward. touchdown. Gunnar Helm, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Pass complete to Royals. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
Complete to Jalen Royals. 10 yards on the
now a handoff up the middle. It's Hardy. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready, set. Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Moore. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
79
At the 36-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Ward now working out of the gun. He goes once again right back to Hardy.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 9-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 3rd.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, Hardy. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Already know I got shit to go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of food. Money up to a whole nother level.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hut, hut.
A final shot before break. Horvath. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
This has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
70 Timberwolves.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun. Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Carney. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
70 Lions. 70 Dragons. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneers. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They go play action with Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70. Cougar 19.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Chig Okonkwo. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw. Ward. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Go.
Back to throw. Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mayfield. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Mayfield now. Going right back to Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Irving trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Ward. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Moore. Will try and do this himself. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ward again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Shreds the... Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. And this taken in by Downs. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try it now with Irving. And he dives forward, and he is going to have the first down with that effort. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this out to Tootin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Irving. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, 46 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man is Ibuka. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
King.
Throwing, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A gain of 10 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 177 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
180. What's that?
Dillon up the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
180. Point it right. Regular. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. Connecting over the middle with Downs. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd down, goal to go. Back to throw here. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Mayfield. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on. 18, fight it. Panther 11. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To throw, here's Ward. But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. Here comes second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
At the 6-yard line.
Cut 19.
To throw is Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
First and 10 at the 12.
Ward. Pass complete. Hurst. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Throwing now, Ward. Got his man, Okonkwo. Now second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here's Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he caught it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Now a give, Irving running right. They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And this one is right through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tampa Bay, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.